miss the mussels and the moss enough to say enough. Take your hand from the spigot, you who are blind from the invisible universe. You too are mostly water, and your ways will parch us all. And now it is my great honor to introduce someone who long before I thought to ask the question, who will speak for the fishes, was making this beautiful and important movie and was speaking for the fishes and for all of us who are really mostly water. Josh Fox.
Okay, can you hear me? First of all, I just want to say how much I love Pittsburgh. No, honestly, when we toured the film before its release on HBO, we went to the Byam Theater. It was 1,000 people, and there was a panel discussion which featured a lot of yelling and screaming and an incredible debate, and it really pushed us forward. I just love this city. I love the people of this city. It's like it gives me enormous inspiration to be here right now to show the film. I've been traveling all over the United States during the tour of Gasland to affected areas, and I would love to report that things are getting better. I'd love to report that the gas industry is taking some criticism and making improvements. It's not happening. What is happening, though, is a movement of people across the nation like I've never seen before. Hundreds of organizations all across New York, Pennsylvania, Colorado, Wyoming, Texas, New Mexico, Louisiana, Arkansas, West Virginia. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I feel incredibly honored to be a part of it. And I just have to say that New York State Senate passed a moratorium bill on hydraulic fracturing, and it was because people in New York hammered the state Senate with phone calls and the state assembly. And they put pressure, and they went to Albany, and they never ever, the bill was dead, but they actually never ever quit. You had an unbelievable effort, and that's what we need here in Pennsylvania. Absolutely, we need, at the state level, we need a moratorium bill introduced. And before I say much more about what's going on, because I know many of you haven't seen the film, and you'll see a lot tonight, and there'll be an amazing panel afterwards. I did want to introduce, it's my honor, is to come in here and say a few words, because it's still not dark yet, and we have time. Doug Shields, who is your Pittsburgh City Council representative from this district, I believe.
Yeah.
He's fighting very hard. He's going to introduce a band. I'd like to have him address you for a few moments before the film. So here's Doug Shields. Please give him your kind attention.
Get him, Doug.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I have a couple of quick announcements to make. One, first of all, the production company tells me those of you that are sitting in the back, you might want to move forward because the sound isn't going to be that loud that you might not hear things, so if people want to kind of come towards the front, please do so. The other announcement is there are people in the crowd and up at the table, they're circulating a petition in support of the legislation that I will be introducing on September 7th at Pittsburgh City Council. And that legislation basically sets forth the proposition that, one, we're not a colony of the Commonwealth, that we, as a local government, have rights too. And no one came to the city of Pittsburgh and obtained the consent of the governed. Nobody from anywhere came to the city of Pittsburgh as our government to educate us so that we can make an educated choice as to what we want to do with our resources. And right now, I need your help because this is going to be the fight of your lifetime and the lifetimes of your children. We are talking about an industry that cares nothing but for anything except the almighty buck. We care about our families, our children, our parks, our resources, and most importantly, our water. And I need your help. I need your help. You need to call the council. You need to let them know that you support this legislation, which you can find on the website at City. You can find a copy. Hard copy was brought up here. It's up at the table if you want to read it. And it's essentially, we're not going down the zoning road, folks. That's a loser. You can't win, and you can be preempted anyway. What we are doing is in this legislating, asserting our local authority to self-determination as to what goes on in our town. If not, we no longer have a town. We no longer have a voice. I need your voice so that I can be your voice in City Hall and make a statement. Call your state reps, call your state senators, and let them know enough is enough. We want hearings in the city of Pittsburgh. We want them to tell us who gave them the right to give away our resources and our water. And I thank you oh so very much for all of you coming here tonight. And I want to thank especially all the great people that are organizing. There are so many different divergent groups that we got to learn to coalesce. We're going to start speaking with more than one voice on these issues. And I want to thank particularly Josh Fox for finally someone told the story that lit the flame in our hearts to defend that which is ours. And I thank you all very much.
Doug Shields. Can I ask a question? How many people here brought a date? Just raise your hand. I can't even see, but because it's been my theory that Gasland's actually a date movie. And I just wanted that confirmed. There's a lot of people with dates. How many people don't have a date? You're going to have to work on that yourself. Because when we were here last, I said, you know, when we're doing this, please come back out and please bring a date. And the point is, please tell your friends, your loved ones, what you see here tonight. Have the conversation. There's still not enough awareness, basic awareness, of what hydraulic fracture gas drilling is. And it's up to you guys to just help echo this, reverberate it, let people know about what's happening. And I just wanted to let you know that there are, like I said, thousands, if not 100,000 people out there who are facing the same questions throughout the United States. And it's incredibly meaningful to come out in a public place, gather and watch a movie and listen to the discussion and ask questions afterwards. So I really thank you all for being here. And hopefully you'll stick around for the discussion afterwards. I'm happy to answer questions, any questions that you have. And we'll be here until that's done, or until, I guess, we get kicked out of the park. So thank you ever so much for coming. I hope to see you after the film. And there's someone running up to me at the end. We forgot to mention the buckets and the money. That was the message. I imagine what it means is that there's buckets going around to take donations for an organization fighting gas drilling. I want to thank Dorothy Bassett for helping put this together. I want to thank Clean Water Action for doing so much great work. And I really, really want to thank Rooftop Film Festival for being here to do this. We're doing 6-city tour of Gasland, Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, Syracuse, Calhoun, New York City, and Philadelphia. So if you know anybody in those cities, let them know. They can come out, go to Rooftop Film Festival website and come out and see Gasland. The other thing, I would make a suggestion. If it gets a little bit cold, there are selling no fracking t-shirts over there. You can warm yourself. Also makes a great Labor Day gift.